And this is a continuation of the last video that I posted. I actually just tried to make this video, but then I realized that I never turned my camera on, so here it is, a revised version, and it's recording this time. So in the last talk, I talk about the forecast of May and just what's happening in the earth and sky, and then I pulled a herbal tarot card to complement that energy. And I really want to talk a little bit more about the plant symbolism in there, so just to kind of bring it up close. So this is I pulled Judgment. Oops, get my fingers to not cover anything. So I use a herbal tarot card or deck. It's my favorite deck to work with for this. And so, talking about this card, I hope you can see it all right. So this card, it's a major arcana. It's not so much like a judgment. You know, it doesn't really talk about criticism or being judgment of others, of course, or the self. We don't want that. It's more a time to decide what the awakened self can do in this new life that's being unfolded. So that's really how I take this card. It's how can we step forward in our truth, and how can we you know, shine our light to the world. And but really what I want to talk about more is golden seal in this. So golden seal is a very clearing herb. It is used medicinally for infections, infectious conditions. It's kind of a hard-hitting, you don't really want to use it for a prolonged amount of time. It's very antiseptic, it's very clearing, it's very, you know, it helps remove toxins out of the body. And it's, I don't work with this herb in particular just because it's over harvested and it doesn't really grow in our region, but I use our native kind of version of golden seal, which is Oregon grape. They have a very similar chemical makeup, so and can be used interchangeably. So I grow Oregon grape and like to use that instead. But golden seal, you know, both these herbs really, they're just very clearing and help. They're bitter, they help rid of the body what no longer serves it, and helps the body become more balanced and in sync. And so that's really how I take this. The root is used, so I love the symbolism of the root and being rooted in our beliefs and being rooted in our purpose and being rooted in our wisdom. So, and golden seal helps kind of part the clouds, part the, you know, clear the way. So the body is not bogged down either. The spirit and the body are not bogged down. So kind of, if you want to incorporate herbs and meditate on this card, you can do golden seal, but you can just also incorporate bitters. You know, nettles are growing right now. If you have some growing near you, or can get your hands on some high quality nettle, dandelion greens, you can cook with those. That's a beautiful bitter. And bitters activate digestion. They activate and strengthen our digestion, and they also help with detox, and which helps with a whole myriad of things. So basically, when our liver is happy, when our digestion is happy, everything feels better. So our skin is clearer and we just shine brighter because we feel good. So incorporating bitters is a beautiful thing to do. My favorites are yarrow. Energetically, yarrow is protecting as well, and it's a wonderful bitter. I use it in my formulas pretty frequently for a long time, and it's like one of the most popular things that I offer. Other herbs that I love: artichoke leaf. I love using wormwood leaf. It's a very powerful bitter. Maybe don't start off with that one, but you can find lots of bitter formulas if you're a herbalist, and have access to those in your apothecary. This time is a good reminder of that, just to kind of help get your body in gear from the winter and get that metabolism activated for spring and new growth, and shining your light on the world. Let's see here. What else do I want to talk about with this? Other herbs that I feel like help with this are herbs that help us breathe a little bit easier, because you know, not just for allergies and things like that that are happening right now, but when all these things are being stirred up, having some respiratory support, because grief is stored in the lungs, and when we're stirring up a bunch of stuff, having that lung support and helping us get that out is you know, that grief, that mucus, that whatever's stuck in there, helping us breathe a little bit easier. So I think herbs like respiratory herbs like holy basil, which is relaxing and very grounding, mullein as well. This is a great time to use mullein. It's so soft and helps us stand tall. If you see its doctrine of signatures, it's just like this big straight stalk. Let's see here, what other herbs. I've been using nettle personally a lot. That really helps me. Yeah, those are ones that are really calling to me right now. So I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit more about that symbolism and what you can do to really meditate on this card and further release, just herbs to help activate that process and support you in that process. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or feel free to message me, or share any stories that you have about this time, or herbs that you'd like to share with the community. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I'm grateful for you.